Well, welcome back. We've been telling you all about schools being back in session, which means busier roadways. Well, in today's Community Conversations, we have Lauren Macias-Cervantes with TxDOT joining us in the studio to talk about back to school safety. Hey, Lauren.
Yeah, good morning. And things get a little crazy, right? As it is, our
yes.
mornings are busy and now busier with back to school.
Everywhere, not just your regular streets or school zones on the highways, border highway, I-10, everywhere. It's crazy once we see that pickup of traffic.
Yeah, so we're going to go through some reminders because school zones can be chaotic places. It's not just kids making their way back to campuses, but also drivers who may become impatient or distracted. So TxDOT is reminding everyone to be safe with radio spots, social media posts, and public service announcements like the ones we're seeing here, because kids aren't as easy to see as these critters in the video. Most school zone crashes involve driver inattention or speeding. To prevent crashes and injuries, drivers should slow down and stay alert. Always watch for flashing school zone lights and obey posted speed limits. Also, no call or text is worth risking a child's life, so make sure to put that cell phone away. In fact, using a handheld electronic device while driving in an active school zone is against the law. Follow school buses at a safe distance, and remember, they make frequent stops. So as it is, you have to go to work, you have to drop off the kids, you have a lot of things on your mind, so It's very important to keep that safety in mind and don't be distracted in these school zones.
Yeah, that's something that we always mention when I'm talking to people about roadways, like avoid being distracted and put that cell phone away. Now, what do our numbers look like when it comes to school zone crashes?
Sure, so we have some numbers from 2024. There were 781 traffic crashes in Texas school zones. Now that resulted in 2 fatalities and 17 serious injuries. Also in 2024, there were 2,480 traffic crashes involving school buses in Texas, resulting in 11 fatalities and 93 people being seriously injured. Now, if we take a look at El Paso specifically, in 2024, there were 16 traffic crashes in school zones. There were no fatalities and no serious injuries, but all those crashes, of course, could have been prevented.
Correct. And what are some helpful tips that you have for parents and children who walk or bike to school as well?
Yeah, so follow all traffic rules, signs and signals, use sidewalks, and there are places that don't have some, so it's best to walk on the left side of the street facing traffic. Cross the street only at intersections or marked crosswalks. Wait for that signal, and then once it goes on, you want to look left, right, and left again before proceeding. Pay attention to those crossing guards and obey their instructions. You want to make eye contact with drivers before crossing the street and never assume a driver sees you. Always wear a helmet when riding a bike or scooter. Stay alert. Phones and other devices can be distracting. So we say this for drivers, but it's also important for pedestrians to not have those headphones. Don't be locked in on your cell phone. You can't be walking distracted either, because that could be dangerous as well.
And for people who drive through school zones, what tips do you have? I know, like during the summer, of course, those yellow flashing lights aren't on unless there's summer school, but there's a month or a time frame that they're not on. So now that that's back.
Yeah, so be aware of those school zones, the time of the day. Look for flashing school zone lights in the morning and afternoon. Be aware that traffic patterns around the school may have also changed since the last year. Stay alert. Again, put your phone away. Again, it is against the law if you're going to use it in an active school zone, so put it away. That can certainly wait. Stop and yield the right-of-way to pedestrians, cyclists, and other road users. Seriously injuring someone who is lawfully in a crosswalk is now a state jail felony. Obey school zone speed limits. Traffic fines increase in school zones. And know where you're going. Know where to drop off and pick up your kids in your school's designated areas, not in the middle of the street. Be on the lookout for children gathered at bus stops, and watch out for children who might dart across the street or between vehicles. They might be a little excited. They want to get to class.
Yeah.
And they're short, right? They're small. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye out for those kids that might just, not pay attention and dart out in front of traffic.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, just you know, I know that we have a lot on our mind every morning, you know, and we have to get to work. Might be thinking about, did I pack the lunch? Did I get the homework? Things of that nature. So it's just very important to not drive distracted, pay attention to surroundings, and mind those rules in your school zones.
And just always stay focused. Well, thank you, Lauren, for joining us. And thank you. Now you can catch this community conversation on our website, KFOX TV.